Okay, this is what I'm building, a 5 break 5 inch. The first break will be red chlorate, the second white Maltese formulation, the third blue, the fourth white, and the last break red again. I'm going to be using 3/4 inch comets all around the outside of the case, stacked 5 high, and in the centre between the canal and the comets I'm going to be putting 1/4 inch cut stars. I need a 3/4 inch spillet as the initial spillet, and then I need 4 1/2 inch spillets for the intermediates. I'm going to be putting a liner in the casings, 2 turns of chipboard 3 3/4 inch high, and I need to cut some 70-pound paper for the cases, 7 inch long, grain short. 7 inches. So I'm going to cut the paper here grain short. The grain is running down the length of the roll here, so I want the 7 inch dimension running down here. So I just mark out on the paper (7, 14, 21, 28). Just put a mark every 7 inches down here. This is 70 pound craft paper. One strip of this paper we'll put 2.5 turns around the former, and since this is a 5 inch shell, it needs 5 turns. So 2 strips of paper will. I've got a removable handle. This one I haven't. So I just drop it through the hole in the chair, and then I can pleat it nice and easily. Okay. Now I'm just folding down each pleat. I put my finger there as I pull the next pleat down. It keeps it creased nicely, and then just run your finger flat across it to flatten that fold down, just like that. Finger there, flatten it down. Finger there, flatten it down, and just work your way around. You can pull the pleats directly towards the centre of the spillet. You can pull them to the left or to the right of it. It doesn't make any difference which direction they actually lie in. This is the area at the back of my workshop, the main workshop building. It's the first week of February at the moment, and the weather's really nice. Good time to be working outside. It's about 23 degrees, which is quite cool for this time of year. Normally it's in the 30s, and come April, March it will have warmed up to about 34, 36 degrees most days. The building at the back there is where I keep all my chemicals. I do all the messy work out here. I mix all the compositions up over there, sieving things. I've got the press in that building. Press all my comets. Cut stars on this table here. This is where I'm going to be ramming these spillets. This piece of wood here is actually a trunk of a macaw tree, which is the tree I make my case formers from. And I bought an 8-foot length of this trunk, and when I got it back and closely examined it, I realised that it had got far too many cracks in to make decent case formers out of. So I dug a 4-foot hole and buried it in the ground, and it makes a superb ramming post. Okay, I'll get these spillets rammed firmly against the base, push down on it. Okay, that's my 5 blows. Remove the rammer. I've got a little funnel here, and I put in about just under a quarter teaspoon per increment. This is just mill dust that I'm using, 3-hour milled BP, no dextrin. And what I tend to do is to make a lot of it in one go, maybe 5 kilos or so, and then I designate that BP just for spillet use. And after having tested a few and determining how many seconds my 1 inch of powder core burns for, I can then use that 5 kilos. It'll probably last me a year, and I haven't got to go and retest the burn rate of my powder every time I make a new batch. Okay, you can see I've come up now with 2 increments. I'm just shy of about ½ an inch there. It's about 1 1/8 inches. If you rammed it hard, you should have a nice hard, almost glass-like finish on the end of your spillet. It shouldn't be soft at all. Then I take a length of tarred twine. And I wind it tightly right up against the end disc and around the spillet. And this will not only stop it from pushing through when we come to join the other shells together, but it also produces a very nice seal, stops fire from getting in through the little gap there. Since this is the bottom of the shell, this is going to bear the brunt of the lift force. I get a nice build up round here, make it nice and thick. The first 3 or 4 strips I put right to the centre, just tear a little bit off. Okay, it's got quite a dome on there now, so that's probably enough. If I carry on going to the centre with all the strips, I'm going to end up with about a ½ inch thick wet paste layer on the bottom, and it's never going to dry, so these strips I just tear off, make them a bit shorter so they don't come up to the centre. Okay, that's done. That will go out in the sun for 4 or 5 hours this afternoon. It should be dry a little later on today. This is a green crosset, 6-inch green crosset. I've already put 4 paste layers on there last week, so it just needs 2 more to get the 6 turns of £70, and that one's pasted finished then. Tightening on going. Didn't comment. These cases I made this week. There, all the cases on the table. There's 2 sets of 6-inch. They're for Maltese style shells. The plugs in the top are just to plug the hole up until all these comets have been laid in there. I've got 2. I'm making a 2 break 7-inch. I'm not sure what I'm putting in there yet. This is this is a 4 break 6-inch. I've got to make another can for the bottom shot, which will go in here. And that will be the can for the lift, for the Maltese lift style. And there's another 3 break 6-inch there. And I'm putting, these are inch and an eighth charcoal comets. They're going to go in one of the chipboard tabs. Just pleat them down all around the top of the end disc. They're 2 turns, so they're quite thick. I just use my mallet to get them nice and flat. Okay, and it should look like that.